Action! Welcome to Fever Originals 2.0, India's first original music countdown show. A show for the artists and by the artists. I have a friend of mine who can twirl, who can sing, who can dance, who can write romantic poetry and who can create magic with her voice, who's joining me today on Fever Originals 2.0. मुझे याद है 2018-19 में एक बार हमने जब क्या था वो बूमरैंग्स, टक इन टाइम वाले बूमरैंग्स बनाए थे क्योंकि वो तब बड़ा फेमस था वो. अब गा के लाइव शोज परफॉर्म करके वेडिंग मैशअप्स बना के वेडिंग के सीजन में बहुत सारा धन कमा के यहाँ पे हमारे स्टूडियो में कुछ कहने के लिए आई हैं. We've got Akanksha Bhandari with me in the studio. What up, buddy?
Hello, Archie Glenn. So good to see you.
I'm so happy that you're here in the studio. It is always a vibe when you come to the studio. I know you've been doing music and lots of shows happening. All of that. करेंगे इसके बारे में बात. But first up, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing very good. I mean, better for sure.
Okay. All things going good when it comes to music and life in general.
Yes, definitely. I'm learning every day. I'm trying to be a good person every day, and musically also I'm trying to be better. So yeah.
So tell me, when you say that musically you're trying to be better, is you're working on your craft on a daily basis, और ये एक आर्टिस्ट के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी होता है कि आप कभी ये नहीं सोच सकते कि आपको आता है सब कुछ. There's work in progress every day which makes you a good artist. What do you do on a daily basis? Like what's your drill like?
So definitely थोड़ा बहुत warm up. I won't say that I practice every day because it gets a little
वो difficult, tedious हो जाता है.
When we are traveling तब तो बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है. But basic warm up, basic सा वो मैं लगाने की कोशिश करती हूँ every day. And listening, I listen a lot of music. I feel जितना भी मैंने आज तक सीखा है, because I'm not a trained singer. Right. So जितना भी मैंने अभी तक सीखा है वो सुन के सीखा है. So I think listening is very important.
In life, listening is very, very important. That's the crux of this conversation. Yes. You have to be a good listener to understand, to learn, and also to unlearn sometimes.
Yes.
You know, आकांक्षा, अभी ये शादी का सीजन चल रहा है और आपका मैशअप भी चल रहा है बहुत. तो मुझे ये बता.
आपको पता है? Oh.
Listen, I follow you, so I know what you're doing, and I know what you're.
I'm so happy that you know.
So tell me about the wedding season, okay? Yeah. Before we drop the tracks आगे on the show, it's crazy wedding season. I have hosted weddings, and I know that wedding time तो craziness होता है. एक ट्रैक होता है जो आर्टिस्ट को बार-बार गाने को कहते हैं. लोग इमोशनल होके, which is that one track जो आपको बार-बार बोला गया है?
I think दमादम मस्त कलंदर मुझे बहुत बार बोलते हैं गाने के लिए because it's I think every person enjoy that song. It's a Sufi dance vibe, तो everybody wants me to sing that one song, and I'm planning to create a mashup of that also.
I'm looking forward to that one, man. That'll be very interesting. But now let me ask you the more honest question. जाम के बाद कौन सा जैम चलता है कि वो एक गाना बार-बार होना ही चाहिए? Which is that one track?
तारे गिन गिन
याद जो तेरी मैं जागा रहा था. But do you know the legit meaning of this song is actually a very sad song.
It's a sad song.
It is a sad song, guys. जैसे even AP का गाना With You is a sad song.
Exactly.
लेकिन लोगों ने रीले बनाई है इस पे. But that's the beauty of music, man.
नहीं
फर्क पड़ता. You can just put your own story. 3 हफ्ते पहले आपने ये ट्रैक ड्रॉप किया था अपने YouTube चैनल पे. We're seeing her dance, do a little bit of waltz, twirl in this new track. कहना क्या चाहते हो यार? Tell us about this track, man.
Okay, so कहना है is definitely a love song. I wrote this song in 2019 when मुझे कुछ कहना था किसी से.
Okay.
And like I wrote that song with lot of like that was actually my first song that I wrote for my fiance.
Okay.
And बहुत ही बचकाने लिरिक्स थे उस टाइम पे ऑनेस्टली. अभी भी आई फील कि बहुत ही बेसिक राइटिंग है उसमें, बट देयर इज लॉट ऑफ लव एंड वेरी ऑनेस्टी इन द ट्रैक, एंड दैट्स हाउ आई रोट द सॉन्ग. एंड देन लाइक आई रियली वांटेड टू रिलीज दैट सॉन्ग विद अ डांस वीडियो, सो इट टुक सम टाइम टू गेट देयर बिकॉज as a whole I was not prepared. Then I thought कि चलो इस साल करते हैं, and that should be my first track to release in 2024. And that's how I just.
डांस वीडियो तुमने रिलीज किया, मेरे को बुलाया नहीं यार. मैं क्या फिट बैठता पता है इस डांस नंबर में. इसमें सब
आपको मैं कास्ट कर रही हूँ नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. सो
ये गोली सबने मुझे दिया है, ठीक है. अब तक ना मैं एक म्यूजिक वीडियो में मैं ना येलो डायरी के साथ काम करता, मेरे दोस्त राजन बत्रा's बैंड. मैं उसने मेरे को क्या बोला, मैंने फोन करके, तेरे को पेड़ और कुआं बनाते हैं हम लोग अगले वीडियो में. मैंने हाँ राजन थैंक्स अ लॉट. पेड़ कुआं
मैं आपको प्रॉपर्ली कास्ट करना.
मैं पेड़ कुआं नहीं बनूंगा उधर, बता रहा हूं. मैं लैंप शेड भी नहीं बनूंगा तुम्हारे वीडियो में, पर ही बता रहा हूं मैं. हाँ पक्का नेक्स्ट डांस वीडियो.
मुझे पता नहीं था आप इतना अच्छा डांस करते हो यार.
यही तारीफ सुननी थी मुझे. चलो अच्छी बात है. मैं आपके भी गाने की तारीफ करता हूँ. नो मैन, आई रियली लव दिस सॉन्ग. आई थिंक व्हाट वाज योर इंटरप्रिटेशन ऑफ द लिरिक्स व्हेन यू वर राइटिंग इट? यू वर रिटन इट फॉर समबडी और जो पूरा गाना है थोड़ा सिचुएशनशिप पे है बेस्ड, आई फील.
No, honestly, I've never had that thought.
वो थॉट नहीं था, लेकिन जैसा मैंने कहा लोगों की इंटरप्रिटेशन होती है गाने को लेकर.
सिचुएशनशिप का मतलब अभी कुछ
हम लोग मिलेनियल्स हैं, हमको अभी पता चला ये सब चीजों को ऐसे
पता था ये क्या होता है. But मेरे लिए it has been always like one man kind of thing. And when I fell in love, I actually वहीं से मुझे कीड़ा लगा लिखने का. उससे पहले मेरे दिमाग में नहीं था कि मुझे लिखना है ऐसा कुछ. That really inspired me. बट
मेरे ब्रेकअप के बाद मेरे को पता चला कि मैं कवि हूँ, मैं लिख सकता हूँ, मैं बहुत अच्छा लिख सकता हूँ. आप प्यार में पढ़ने के बाद लिखती है, मेरा ब्रेकअप के बाद हुआ. ये कॉन्ट्रास्ट है.
हाँ तो मैं क्या बोल रही थी?
आप बोल रहे थे कि आपने लिखना स्टार्ट किया, आपने फेल इन लव, एंड दैट्स व्हेन यू अंडरस्टूड दैट यस यू वांट टू राइट.
So, that's how actually I started my independent journey. I started writing songs, which I never thought I could. I'm still learning. I'm not a very good writer. I can write basic songs, but I can compose well now. But दिमाग में honestly ऐसा कोई thought नहीं था, बस मैंने लिख दिया. Because I wanted to confess. But I was too shy to do that. But I sent that song to that person, and he kind of understood, I guess. And
sweet.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's really, really sweet. I think, we know the backstory of this track. यार, 2 line हो जाए before I drop the track on the show. What's it? Let's go, man.
कहना है तुमसे कुछ, कहना है रहना है तेरे संग, रहना है लगता है डर, तुझे होने से ऐसा असर, तेरे होने से कहना है तुमसे कुछ, कहना है रहना है तेरे संग, रहना है.
But I also feel that personally this is a track that I can confess to anybody through this song.
Definitely.
Like anybody and everybody can, अगर कुछ कहना है किसी को, quite literally, ये हो सकता है, right?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
As an artist, when you create music like this, as an artist, when you write something, or when you, I ask this to every artist friend of mine, tell me, does a real life situation have to happen with you for you to write something of this sort? Or if it happens, it comes out more honestly. Because I was speaking with Lisa Mishra the other day, and Lisa told me something that had happened. I said, wow, Lisa, this story is so inspiring. And वहाँ से उन्होंने कुछ लिखा. तो I think कुछ तो ऐसा होता है जिसके जरिए you use that as a channel to write.
Yeah, I think for me also, मैंने जितने भी गाने अभी तक लिखे हैं, I've always written on a situation which has happened to me.
Correct.
मैं ऐसे बैठ के लिख नहीं सकती lyrics बिल्कुल भी. तभी I think अभी तक मेरे पास अभी recently मैं नहीं लिख पा रही हूँ because maybe I'm not inspired or whatever. मैंने काफी गाने लिख लिए हैं इस situation में. But for me also it happens like that. Like if I felt something, I write a song.
Right.
So yeah, it comes out very naturally and honestly, I feel. So
interesting, man. And I think that's the process. Some people do not require a situation to write. Some people require a situation. So it's very subjective, जैसा आप कह रही हैं. How's this time been, Akanksha, for you? मतलब in terms of the independent music scene, ये थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट सीन होता है सबके लिए, क्योंकि आप अपनी कहानी लिख रहे हो. कभी कभी आप म्यूजिक अपने लेबल, मतलब यानी कि अपने यूट्यूब चैनल पर रिलीज कर रहे हो, इंडिपेंडेंटली रिलीज कर रहे हो, एंड कैन गेट टफ, इट कैन गेट डिफिकल्ट. व्हाट इज दैट वन थिंग दैट यू कीप टेलिंग योरसेल्फ, एक रिमाइंडर जो आप खुद को देती हैं?
आई थिंक पहले मैं इस चीज़ को समझी नहीं थी, बट नाउ आई फील आई हैव टू बी वेरी कंसिस्टेंट अबाउट माई art, and it's very important to release your music consistently. And I think I'm very lucky and grateful the team that I have with me represent, जिनकी वजह से I think because of them only I started getting into independent music. उससे पहले I was more inclined towards Bollywood and doing other things. But after like they pushed me to do my independent music, I was very inspired, because they support a lot. Like obviously they have majorly all the independent artists with them. So I really am grateful for them, because अगर वो नहीं होते तो शायद मैं नहीं कर पाती independent music.
But it's a really cool thing, you have a team that supports you, and that's how आप कह रहे हैं कि you stay motivated. But what is that self talk that you have as an artist? Because बहुत सारे ऐसे aspiring artists हैं जो independent music करना चाहते हैं. Some of them are successful. Some of them are trying to climb up the ladder. Some of them are finding their own voice and finding their own genre. अलग अलग चीज़ें होती हैं एज एन आर्टिस्ट. एक आर्टिस्ट के लिहाज से अगर आप देखें तो व्हाट डू यू टेल योर सेल्फ एट टाइम्स, बिकॉज नॉट एवरी टाइम इज अ गुड डे, नॉट एवरी डे इज अ गुड डे. What we post on social media, 80% of the times is our best version. We know what we are going through, the levels of insecurity, the levels of self-doubt, the levels of imposter syndrome, do I deserve this, all of these things. बहुत सारी चीज़ ऐसे होती है यार. मेरे साथ कितनी बार हुई है. मैं ओपनली ये शोज पे बोलता हूँ. रेडियो का एक मीडियम है जो सब लोग सुन रहे हैं. Everybody is listening to us. What do you tell yourself at such points?
Yeah, even I have faced that, and I think for a long time I've faced that, and now there's a time when I feel okay, I am good enough and I can do better, because I was focusing more on the negative side at that point of time, and now I feel more confident now. But हाँ, वो टाइम आता है जब आप फील करते हो you're not good enough, and when you, especially when you see social media and you see people doing good, हमें नहीं पता उनकी लाइफ में क्या चल रहा है, but maybe they are also facing the same thing. So I think that I've reduced a lot. Like I don't believe on what social media shows.
Yeah.
And for me, I think what has helped is definitely getting a little into spiritual side.
Oh yeah, that really helps.
Meditating and
That's just us being 30 plus.
Yes.
Or hitting 30. That is just. We are not old. We're getting wiser. Let's say that.
Yeah. Actually.
That's just us touching the 30 mark. And that point is very valid that you made. I have started also living less in the real and more in the real.
Yeah.
And that is helping me. Unfortunately, बहुत सारा जो हमारा content आप reel पे ही देखेंगे. But the truth is that we've got to try and strike and find a balance between everything.
And you should ask my team, my manager, how much I crib about these things. कि मुझे ये क्यों नहीं हो रहा, ये क्यों नहीं हो रहा. They know it, but I think वो होना भी ज़रूरी है, because if you don't have the drive in your life कि आपको कुछ करना है, तो फिर आप नहीं अचीव कर पाओगे.
Absolutely.
So it's okay to crib sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, just vent it out, move on, and then figure it out. Akanksha, we come to the last section of our show, the last part of our show. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a countdown. 10 गाने, 10 गाने यार, 10 गाने. Unfortunately, 10 गाने हो गए यार यहाँ पे. Tell me one message that you want to give everybody out there with regards to your music and independent artists को अगर आपको कोई एक message देना पड़ेगा. I mean, you have somebody helping you out, you have a team coming together, but you started from somewhere. So that one message that you'd like to give every independent artist.
I think I would like to give message to every independent artist, and also on the other side, like people who I don't know how to put this, but anyone like who maybe calls an artist for an event or something, because I experienced something few days back, and okay, I'll add that later. But to independent artists, I would like to say, just be consistent with your work.
Yeah, that's key.
And don't, like, I used to think that कि okay, क्यों नहीं इतने streams आ रहे, या फिर इतने views क्यों नहीं आ रहे. But I think वो उतना मैटर नहीं करता है, because you have a listening community. वो जितने हैं, they'll be happy to listen to your songs. So be happy in that and be consistent. I'm sure you'll grow your audience. And on the other side, which I mentioned, that I feel everybody should respect artists. Not only artists, every human being. There's a way, like,
एक तरीका होता है. And I know where you're getting at also. At shows, at gigs, at events.
Yes,
we need to be. I think एक artists आपके लिए perform करने आते हैं. They are there for you, for your team, for your family, and I think it's very, very important that उस space को respect
I don't
किया
know,
जाए.
I didn't want to mention this, but I just had to.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Because treating artists, if you have called, doesn't mean that you've bought the artist.
100%.
You should respect. You should be polite to the artist. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I know for a fact that I've been on shows and I've been on gigs and all that, and sometimes I've had to leave my pride, shame, everything outside the building, but then I've also managed my way through it. But yeah, I think you made a very rightful point. But जब आप एक आर्टिस्ट को बुलाते हैं, किसी भी कलाकार को परफॉर्म करने बुलाते हैं, आपकी your afternoon, evening, or whatever your event is, you've not bought the artist, you've bought their time. And to the point that you made, जो listening community की आपने बोली है, you may not please everyone, you may not make everyone happy, but somebody is happy because of the music that you put out there. इन्होंने बहुत कुछ कह दिया. हमारे 25 मिनट में 20-25 मिनट हो गए यार. 1 घंटा ऑलमोस्ट. मुझे कुछ कहना है, मुझे एक्चुअली बहुत कुछ कहना है, लेकिन मैं प्रॉब्लम मैं कह दूंगा तो ये शायद शो बचेगा नहीं मेरा. I should
एक लेम जोक तो कह दो.
एक लेम जोक. अच्छा, क्या लेम जो मैं सोचता हूँ. Akanksha knows I have the saddest, I have the weirdest, I have the lamest jokes. क्या हुआ ना कि एक बार जो फ्रिज की टोकरी थी, फ्रिज का जो बास्केट था, उसमें सारे वेजिटेबल्स थे और उसमें एक क्राइम हुआ था। तो उन्होंने जाके पूछा आलू से पूछा तो आलू ने क्या कहा? मैं बटाटा हूँ। इस जोक की तुम्हें दाद देनी पड़ेगी क्योंकि तुम कहोगी
मैं हंसी ना।
हाँ, तुम कहोगी मुझे टंग मत करो।
Oh shit.
ये जोक इंसान को बहुत गम देता है। And on that note, I should end this show here because my mom said timing is everything. Now I'm just messing this up for myself and for everybody. सुनते रहिए Fever Originals 2.0, India's first original music countdown show. The jokes were not number one, but the track is definitely number one. Stay tuned.